Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and I wanted to sort of publish another rant today. See, I did a couple of rants on things I don't necessarily agree with before, and they were moderately popular. Well, at least by my low standards they were. Now, today's rant I wanted to make about the future of YouTube's monetization and copyright material ID check. But before I go into all that, I'll point out the gameplay in the background is of some bad company too. Now, because this rant has nothing to do with Battlefield or any other particular game for that matter, I was thinking of using another game in the background. Like maybe I played Mirror's Edge recently and that was pretty awesome. But I was also considering Need for Speed Rivals, till I remembered what a horrible port they made. So, in the end, I went back to Battlefield. So, if you want to see a different game in the background in the future, just comment below, right? Alright, so enough jabbering about nothing. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to cover, so let's get to it. Okay, so it's a very badly kept secret today that YouTube is overhauling its monetization system for partnered channels and in general. And it hits a lot actually, channels with thousands of ID claims in recent days and weeks, and especially partnered channels, and understandably people are outraged, and ironically enough, this is a good way to make some revenue on YouTube today, you know ranting about the shitty changes to YouTube's monetization policies. Well, to those who don't know, here's what happened. I'll try to start at the beginning. YouTube or Google, they were always concerned about copyright material being posted online, and they always tried to do something about it. And in fact, that's kind of how the dreaded Vivo was born, as I understand it. People started to upload, music clips to YouTube and getting a shit ton of views on them without any permission, of course, from, the big name publishers, the big companies. And understandably, they were upset, very upset that, someone is uploading their content. And basically, YouTube was threatened with a catastrophic lawsuit. I mean, the kind of lawsuit that could kill YouTube right then and there before it even got started. And instead of closing up shop, what they did was they settled on a truce with these big name companies. You see, YouTube knew that they had the rights to music, but the companies knew that YouTube had access to huge audiences, a ton of views. So they saw it as a way to make some money, in fact a lot of it. And so YouTube let them publish these music clips themselves, placing ads on them while, taking a small cut of the profit. So it kind of worked out for both camps this way, and, anything uploaded by a regular person got taken down. They had bots and humans checking things that were posted, and if you were not partnered by a network and had AdSense on your channel, which is a Google thing, these monetized videos, they took their sweet time to be reviewed and considered before they became monetized with ads. Now, a few years ago, YouTube came up with the idea of networks, or MCNs. these are multi-channel networks. Basically, the idea here was that a network was given a blanket policy for monetization of channels under their protection, so to speak, and those partner channels could monetize their videos instantly, as long as they weren't immediately caught by the ID claim bot. And if anything happened so that they posted something that didn't belong to them by way of maybe a company claiming content or something, the channel got a strike and maybe lost their partnership or whatever. But usually you could appeal a strike, and the network system worked well for a while. So then people started posting gaming videos and overlaying commentaries on related, or like in this case, completely unrelated topics, and started monetizing those videos. You know, now this was sort of a gray area because technically you could monetize gameplay videos. They just had to be modified enough from just straight up gameplay to qualify. So you couldn't upload just you playing a game and make money off it, because then everyone would stay home and just play games and upload that. And to qualify for monetization, they had to be montages or critiques or let's plays or tutorials or walkthroughs. Walkthroughs and let's plays, they became hugely popular. And in fact, the most subscribed channel on YouTube is a Swedish guy playing games and just screaming into his webcam. You can't make this shit up. So gaming channels became incredibly successful, and networks like Machinima, they became giants. And now the system was still not perfect. The takedown notice or copyright claim system was easily abused, and anyone could claim all sorts of shit, and you had very little defense. But on the other hand, YouTube got real sick of people instantly monetizing videos under the network umbrella that technically had copyrighted content that didn't come up as copyrighted content by the ID scanner. And so networks of course didn't have the time to watch every video out of thousands that were posted under their umbrella. And frankly, as long as it wasn't technically caught, it was still making money for them, so they didn't give a shit either. And by money, I mean that in return for instant monetization and features like access to music library, networks, they took a good cut of the profits, like 30, 40, 50%, as any good mafia boss does. And they also provided protection against the big bad Google. So fast forward to 2013, and now YouTube is going for a new policy that basically is a more strict way of scanning for copyright content. Basically, now even the videos uploaded under a network's umbrella have to be reviewed and approved before they are monetized. Just like they were when channels just had AdSense and no network. Now, what this will do is severely slow down the whole system and generate a ridiculous amount of false claims, pretty much like it already has. And understandably, many people got very angry at this, because now a lot of videos get falsely flagged. And by the way, Ironically, the worst companies for copyright ID claims, namely Square Enix, say that they had no influence on YouTube doing this content ID scan policy change. And by the way, when I say worst companies for this, it's because Square Enix has a very aggressive bot. Uh, I did a Hitman Absolution walkthrough a while ago, and it got flagged, although, it was this Let's Play video with commentary over it, so, that just didn't make sense. Obviously, it was a false claim, and that time I took it down rather than fight them, because I knew this wasn't going to be a very popular video, so it was going to be pretty inconsequential anyway, and the counterclaim would have taken weeks if or they might just have discarded it before even they looked at it. And now, besides this Square Enix thing flipping out, Nintendo, I believe, and publishers like Codemasters, they never let their content, their game footages, to be uploaded or monetized. Now, as I said in the recent weeks, namely since November 18th, maybe many people got slammed by a ton of these copyright claims, and I don't mean to sound careless here, but most of the time it was their own fault, and I'll explain here in a second. You see, a lot of videos today come out of angry YouTubers rants about these dozens of copyright claims that they've gotten, and well, here's the thing: I haven't gotten a single claim since this whole thing started, and I believe I believe this is just basic common sense. This relates to a video I saw a while ago, and this dude was talking about how to avoid copyright claims and disputes, and dispute them as they come. Well, first of all, most of these are false claims, and yes, they should be disputed. Most of them can be won. But several things he said in this video, they just struck me as just plain ignorant, you see. And he was giving out this advice, and he had a lot of views, a couple of thousand, and I was just thinking, this is wrong. He's giving bad advice to people. Now, I do not presume I know everything there is to know about copyright, but this really caught me by surprise. For example, the fair use of someone else's material, or the use without express consent. He said in the video that it falls around in the vicinity of around 10 seconds. Well, it's true. Fair use does allow for use of someone else's content without their prior consent, but it has to qualify for several key points, like be an educational video or a criticism or something like that. And certainly there is no time limit on fair use. That's why this is why channels who are thinking this way, thinking that they can get away for even just using 10 seconds or under of a trailer with background music or things like that, they are getting strikes, and well-deserved strikes. Secondly, and this is not new in any way, shape, or form, certain publishers have not allowed, never in fact allowed, their game footages to be uploaded and especially monetized. Now, for all of you having questions as to the publishers that allow their content to be monetized, I'll put a link of these publishers of the list of these publishers below. And I was looking at one of these lists, and I was quite relieved to find EA on it, because I mostly do Battlefield commentaries. But ironically, I didn't find Activision on it, which, I don't know, maybe it wasn't updated yet or anything, but I gotta admit, it put a smile on my face, because I am hoping to see those stupid COD channels, crash and burn to the ground. And you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because those little whores that are making money saying, how, quote, these are the best graphics ever, and the shadows and the leaves, they look amazing, when they are staring at a two-dimensional bulletproof leaf that, doesn't move like a cement block, that incidentally has no shadows whatsoever, because it's probably still running off ETech 1.4 engine, and looks like it's been dipped into 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, you know me, I'm a Battlefield fanboy, but I'll be the first to admit, Battlefield 4 dropped the ball big time on release. Big time. But this is all completely beside the point. And frankly, companies allowing to monetize their content has been going on long before the current YouTube policy change. So let's just be clear about this. The new YouTube policy change is actually not a new policy whatsoever. You see, it did nothing to change the laws of copyright or what you can and can't upload. No. What it did change was how it's being enforced. You see, copyright always remained the same. You cannot use other people's work. And understandably so, you wouldn't be happy either if someone, used your music if you came up with it. But what this new policy does, it changes the way new content is being scanned, and, a lot harsher, I might add. So, well, being a lot harsher, of course, it's going to generate a shit ton of false positives. Alright, so I got a little sidetracked here. Another way that these gaming channels are getting flagged when doing walkthroughs and harmless stuff like Let's Play and shit like that is because when posting game footage, you cannot post cutscenes or in-game movies, like or radio or music on the radio or in-car radio or something like that. You see, things of that nature, they have voice acting of people, and that is copyrighted. So basically just like a movie would be, So whenever you are doing a walkthrough, you need to always cut out the cutscenes and movies and, the radios and the background music and all this shit. So just use the regular gameplay, and if you want, to overlay like music or commentary over it, that's fine. Now, if you want to overlay music on your video, that's fine, if you have permission to use it. And there are different ways, a lot of different sources of getting music out there. There's a lot of sites that let you have royalty-free music, and there's even incompetech.com, which is very popular, lets you have completely free music. Now, when I say royalty-free music, it doesn't mean that the music is necessarily free of charge, because most of this music means royalty-free simply means that you don't have to pay for each additional use of this music. but the first time you download it, you usually have to pay for this music to download it. You usually have to pay once to the author of this music. Which brings me to my next point. There is no such thing as copyright-free material. Even if you have permission to use it, even if it's royalty-free, it's never copyright-free. So, you see, there's always someone who made this material, therefore holding the copyright to this material, be it music or gaming or whatever else. And if they let you use this material, it doesn't mean that it's copyright free. It just means that they let you or other people, use it. Which brings me to the next way that these channels are getting strikes. You see, third-party content. Now what this means is that, let's say we take EA as a publisher. Now EA lets you upload and monetize footage of their games readily. So games like Battlefield, Need for Speed, or Madden, or whatever. And you can upload and monetize those games fine with commentaries or montages or whatever, let's plays. But the thing is that in game you sometimes come up with material that was not published by EA. So let's say there's music on the car radio in Need for Speed, or Coca-Cola commercials in Madden if you play that, and that material does not belong to EA. So if you monetize video with this footage, of let's say music that you hear on the car radio in Need for Speed or Coca-Cola ads or something like that, then it's not up to EA, and you can't rely on their policies to monetize this content, you see. Then it becomes a matter of Coca-Cola or whoever licenses out that music, and therefore you cannot monetize it, because if there is that music, you're just gonna get a strike. So you have to use common sense here and just watch out for content that falls into the publisher that you have permission to upload from. Now, another way that these channels are getting strikes is because they are releasing spoilers or future content like gameplay trailers. And I'll give you an example here. I once tried to upload a trailer breakdown for a Battlefield 3 DLC as soon as it came out. Now, being a premium member, I saw the trailer as it came out before everyone else, non-premium players, got to see it. And I uploaded this trailer breakdown before the actual DLC dropped, obviously, and before it became public. But so you see, it was technically a spoiler because non-premium members didn't have access to it yet, and EA didn't want it to be, accessible by non-premiums yet. So it technically was a spoiler. Now, at that time, I didn't get a strike, but I got a claim, and, that video wasn't monetized, and it was restricted until the DLC actually dropped. And also, I need to mention real quick here that these gaming videos and such that get flagged, or even when companies like Nintendo and Codemasters do not allow them to be monetized, is extremely stupid on their part. And I'll tell you why. You see, because these gaming walkthroughs commentaries and mainly game review videos using game footage is basically free advertisement for the game. And the fact that it can be monetized just rewards the uploader and makes it more likely for him that he will do it in the future again. So, in my opinion, the companies that aren't allowing monetization of their content are just basically shooting themselves in the foot. Because, you see, these companies, when they are not allowing the upload or the monetization of their games, they're not, if they did allow the upload, you see, they would not technically lose money because it's not like, they have to pay money each time that someone uses their content. No. But in fact, they would not arguably, they would not gain money from uploads, but I think they would get a lot more good faith, and people returning to buy their product if they had looked at a review of the game footage and they listened to a let's say a let's play video with their game. So this is why I think they are basically losing customers this way, losing a customer base and just creating bad faith all around. And I believe the reason that we still see videos from those publishers monetized is that bigger networks like Machinima or things like that, they have a licensing deal going with that publisher that allows channels under their umbrella to upload these game footages. I mean, I may be wrong here, but this is how I see the thing going on right now. So, now emails are being sent out about this change by various networks to channels under them, and they're basically downplaying the whole thing with suggestions like, well, to monetize your video, upload it unlisted first, a day or a few days before you want to post it, and wait for it to be approved and monetized, and then make it public when it is monetized. Well, see, I kind of figured this out before the change, I mean, a few months before, and I try to make videos, you see, ahead of time, and keep them unlisted, and when the time comes, I just make them public, so, I wouldn't have to scramble at the last second, editing and uploading and recording and such. But actually, for networks that I think that have a strict upload schedule for series that they do, this is going to be a big problem because this is going to slow things down severely, and who knows when the videos will be approved. I mean, it might take weeks, it might take days, it might take hours. So YouTube is kind of approaching this on a popularity, on a view basis, kind of the more popular you are, the more views you have, then they're saying, well, then your review process will be a lot shorter, or maybe even we are going to start trusting you and we're not going to review your videos anymore. So, channels with a million, billion, gazillion subscribers, they are not going to be reviewed for new video uploads. And small channels that have 100 subs and such, they are going to be hit hard by this. And so now YouTube said to networks basically, your channels will now be classified as affiliate or managed. Now, Managed means everything pretty much stays the same as it was, and as I just said, managed channels will mean that you usually have way over 10,000 subscribers, so you have, a lot of views incoming. So this means that YouTube is going to start trusting you. But affiliate channels will have their videos under review if they want to upload and monetize them. So now about 95% of all channels become affiliates, and this isn't going to be a good thing. Networks, networks like Curse are doing something about it. They are moving most of their bigger channels to the managed column, and which is going to attract people to them in a very big way. And for different networks it's obviously different. And speaking of networks in general, most channels will now find there's very little use in being partnered with a network, especially smaller channels, as I said, because networks take a big cut of the profits, and the reason anyone stayed with them was mostly because they allowed for instant monetization of videos. So now if they don't do that, there's, for smaller channels especially, there is no reason to stay and to share the profit with them. So thanks for watching, and sorry this has been such a long rant, and thanks for anyone that stayed till the end. Please rate this video, share it, and check out my other videos at the end of this one. And remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.